In a realm where time is but a fleeting breath, I journey through the both life and death, a winding path through the mists of ages past, each step a life and each moment my last. Beneath the surface of the eternal clock's face lies a place where past and future embrace, a labyrinth where echoes of old and new remind me of the truths I knew. In the heart of this entropic maze, I find myself lost in a timeless haze, countless fragments of moments and dreams, and reality is not what it seems. Oh, beware, for in the depths of this unknown slumber beings never shown, keepers of time, sentinels of fate, guarding the threshold of the ancient gate. As I wander through this endless expanse, I've come to realize the cyclical dance. For in the end, time's wheel keeps spinning. Journey completed, but I am only beginning.
Hail to thee, traveler! My journeys as a scholar have taken me much further afield than I have ever imagined them taking me back in my early days as a student of the Lyceum. A certain amount of travel was certainly expected in order to study the strange and curious, but instead of crossing oceans and visiting wayward islands, I have crossed the turbulence of time itself, and the islands I have visited were different worlds entirely. When the Avatar slew Mondain, thus shattering the gem of immortality upon the ground, countless new worlds sprung into existence within those plethora of shards. I've devoted my life to traveling through and chronicling these worlds. Some are so similar as to be nearly indistinguishable from another. Others are so despairingly different that thou likely wouldn't recognize them at all. And so, when I learned of a world called Avedon, a world that lies within the shard closest to the dying Mondain, as to absorb more of the fell wizard's essence, I had to make my way there and investigate it myself. But before arriving in Avedon, my travels led me to another place entirely, a place wholly unexpected and unlike anything I had witnessed before. This place was all at once familiar and completely foreign to me. I'd seen countless iterations of the worlds that the fabled Avatar once roamed, and this place was all of those and none of those all at once. In one room I saw where the Avatar defeated the demon machine Exodus. In the next I witnessed the founding of the Abyssal Colony by Sir Cabrius. To my left were the gargoyles seeking the false prophet. To my right was the cursed wizard Tybal and his brother Garamon. Bits and pieces of the familiar world and familiar times converged in this place, and existed in such a flux that the vortices appeared out of the ether, which tore at my body and mind when I was too close. As I explored these myriad times, it became clear that this place was some sort of convergence of worlds at different times, as if a handful of shards of the gem of immortality were randomly picked up and crushed together into some malformed shape. This was the Underworld, the Stygian Abyss, Shadowguard, Britannia, Avedon, and so many other places all at once. You can stroll from the Virtue Chamber, where the Codex of ultimate wisdom awaits, to the Ararat, plagued by the Shadow Lords. In between is even the last iteration of the Abyssal Colony. As I searched this place, I discovered so much more lying beneath the surface, quite literally in fact. Descending through a massive hole at the center of the abandoned second colony brought me to a dark vista floating in a nebulous, murky expanse. Powerful things dwelled on this plane, and part of the purpose of this text that I write is to share my observations with thee, dear traveler. Knowledge is perhaps the most substantial tool thou can bring to the ready against the denizens of this place, that and runic magic. In my explorations, I discovered a number of stones with old runic symbols that reminded me of a runic magic I became familiar with in one underworld of many. However, the ones I found here largely have different effects. I will endeavor to detail my observations of these as well further within this guide. My wanderings took me deeper and deeper into this antediluvian abyss. I avoided confrontations with these terrors that lurked in every shadow to the best of my abilities, until I came across the citizens of the colony that was abandoned on the levels above. They offered me shelter and succor, much needed respite from the hostile environment I came to know. I learned that these people were the descendants of the colonists who settled above long, long ago, if such a time ever existed. They were forced to flee time and again, each flight moving deeper into the abyss until they established this last colony. Their tale warrants a chapter of its own. After many days, or perhaps weeks, of exploration, of which the details will be written below, I decided to ascend the levels and attempt to find a way out of here. Up and up I trudged, through traps and treasures, mysteries and monsters of all manner, until I discovered a way out into the realm I had sought, Avedon. And so I am here, penning this tome for thee, O intrepid adventurer. Learn all that thou can of this place, for although it holds the greatest dangers I have ever seen, it also holds treasures beyond imagination. Questions in need of answers, mysteries upon mysteries.
We heard the tinking of pickaxes and shovels. We thought it was a mining expedition, so we did not pay it much heed. It was too late by the time we realized that we were very wrong. The mountain tribe has breached our defenses, and death rides on the blades of their axes. I pen this report, for the fate of our colony is in grave danger. The orcs came like a thunderous avalanche, their war cries shaking the foundations of our outpost. They tore through our barricades with brute strength. They cut down my comrades one by one. We fought valiantly, but their numbers were overwhelming. Know that we did not abandon our stations in the hour of need, and every last able guardsman held their ground with valor and honor. I implore you, Sir Cabrius, send aid swiftly. The orcs have breached the inner walls of the northern passages and our people are defenseless against their onslaught. The survival of our colony depends on your swift action. Hurry, for the darkness threatens to consume us all.
Hey everybody, Intrepid Spacer here. Thank you so much for watching. I spent a great deal of time creating and editing this video, so I really hope you enjoyed diving into the depths of the Time Dungeon with me. A huge shout out to Eric Gray and the entire Outlands staff for giving me the green light to make this video. Your support means the world. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, please give this video a thumbs up, as it really helps with discoverability. Also, I'd like to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment in the comment section below. And if you want to be notified when my next video drops, don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell. Now for some exciting news. We're running a giveaway where one lucky participant will win a physical copy of the Time Dungeon Codex, valued at over $40. And I'm going to cover the shipping. All you need to be is over 18 and a resident of the United States. Good luck to all the entrants. And if you're interested in grabbing a copy of the Codex for yourself, head over to outlandscodex.com to purchase one and support Eric Gray and the Outlands community. There's going to be a link for both in the description below. So, thanks again for joining me on this adventure, and until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.
Sailing the seas, stealing with ease. Ultima Online, Outlands, we do as we please. Intrepid Spacer, the thief of the night, taking what's ours. No need for a fight.